Hello there and welcome to another one of these Lexical Lab 1 minute English videos. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website www.lexicallab.com to find out more about our online courses. Yesterday I was watching the news when there was a very amusing interview. A rather notorious BBC journalist was interviewing a woman called Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister. And at some point in the interview, the journalist pulled up a photograph which she claimed showed the Deputy Prime Minister attending a particular kind of demonstration. You could see that it was intended as a kind of gotcha moment, which would embarrass or make the Deputy Prime Minister look stupid in some way. Instead, what happened was quite the reverse. The Deputy Prime Minister laughed a little bit and then corrected the journalist by pointing out what the actual photograph showed and what the demonstration she'd been on was actually about. By the time they got to the end of the interview, the BBC journalist was left with egg on her face. In other words, she was left looking a bit stupid, looking a bit daft because of what she'd done. If you say someone has egg on their face, you basically mean they look a bit silly, they look daft, they look bad, maybe they're embarrassed and humiliated because of what they've done. So when there's a kind of very unexpected election result, for example, a lot of journalists will be left with egg on their face because they failed to see this coming. In fact, after the kind of crazy year that 2024's been, I'd imagine a lot of journalists are starting to feel that there's no point making any predictions whatsoever because all too often you end up with egg on your face if you do so. Maybe there's a company or a government and someone has promised that a particular deal will go ahead. And then it starts to look like maybe the deal will actually fall through. And the person who's promised that it will definitely happen ends up with egg on their face. And sometimes when you have companies, for example, there was a company here that made cheap jewellery many years ago who were involved in a bit of a PR disaster, a public relations disaster, when their CEO was caught recorded on camera saying that the goods that his company sold were just cheap crap and that he'd never buy them himself. This was basically a complete kind of disaster for the company, and share prices went through the floor. They dropped dramatically, and the firm, and particularly its boss, were left with egg on their faces. If you've enjoyed this video, please do click the like button. Please share it on social media with your friends, your students, your colleagues, and in the comment section below. We'd love to see examples of how you might use egg on your face.